In this video, I am going to show you the first C program. I know you all are very excited to see the C program. So come on, let's see it and understand it, what it wants to do. So see this program, this is the first most basic program in the C language. This program consists of some definite number of lines. Then let us study each line exactly what it is. Hash include, within the angle brackets I have written stdio.h. This part that is written within the angle brackets is called header file. Means this is one header file, this is another header file. There are two header files in this program. What are the names? One file is stdio.h, other file is conio.h. From this .h we can see that it is header file. Just like .txt is the format for text file, .docx is format for word file. Similarly, .h is the format for our header file. So stdio.h and conio.h is our header file that we have used in this program. Now what are header files? I will explain you. First see this program. We have written hash include this header file and hash include this header file. Now what is the meaning of these two statements? These two statements means that our program will run whenever we will include these two header files in our program. Because we have written here the include directive. This include word is called the directive. Include is called directive, directive. So whenever include directive is written, it says that we have to include this header file within our program. Now how this header file is included within our program? With this hash symbol. This hash symbol is also called the preprocessor. I already told you hash is called preprocessor. Now what is the exact meaning of this statement is, see here, hash include stdio.h. Now this statement is saying that include this header file stdio.h and pre-process it. Hash is called preprocessor, therefore it is saying include this header file in your program and pre-process it. Now why to pre-process this? Because some of the functions of this header file or some of the methods that have been declared in this file will be used in our program. Now what are those methods, what are those functions, that we will see later on. First of all, be clear with this statement. This is saying that include this header file and pre-process it. Why to pre-process it? Because maybe later in our program this header file might be used. So similarly, conio.h is also included and pre-processed so that it can be used in our program. Now here I have written void main. For the time being, consider main. As the name suggests, main is the main function of the program. This is the main function. Without this main function, this function starts from this brace and ends till this brace. Without this main function, our C program cannot run. Every C program must have this main function declared like this: void main, curly brace start, curly brace end. And within this curly brace, we write the body of the main function. Now, what is the body of the main function? The body of the main function are those statements that we want to be executed or that we want that our task should be completed by them. So I have written here printf in the parentheses. These are called parentheses. I told you in the parentheses within the double quotes I have written hello students. Now what this statement will do, this will simply print hello students on screen. So whenever you will run your C program, I will tell you how to run C program in various environments. Let us say consider we are running in Windows environment right now. And in Windows environment, we will use the software Turbo C. Turbo C or Turbo C++, any software you can use. I will tell you how to install this software so that you can use it. Now, whenever we will install this software and when we write this program, then whenever we will run this program, after installing Turbo C++, we will write this program, and after writing, we will press Alt and F9 key together. This will compile our program. Just write down whatever I am saying. I will tell you the meaning of each and every term that I am speaking. So Alt plus F9 will compile our program, and then after compilation, we will press Control plus F9. Control plus F9 will run our program. Whenever our program will run, this statement will simply print hello students. After running, you will see hello students on a black screen, and this hello students will be written in white color. On a black screen with white color, hello students will be written. So that black screen is actually called the console screen. We call it console screen. I will show you practical example also on your software and tell you detailed installation of the software. First consider this program. So on the console screen we will see hello students printed. So this is the function of this printf statement. Now we have written here getch. What is this getch? This simply means get ch. Ch means character, get some character. So due to this getch, you are able to see the output on the console screen. Now what if I remove this getch? Whenever I remove this getch, then the output will come. After pressing Ctrl F9, your output will come, but it will vanish immediately. You will not be able to see the output. It will be very fast process. So to keep that output preserved on your computer screen, we write getch here. This getch function will wait for you till you press the enter key. When you press the enter key, the output will vanish. So if you don't write this getch, the output will vanish immediately without pressing the enter key. But if you write getch, the output will be preserved on the screen till you press the enter key. So this getch, I have used this getch because I have included the header file conio.h. If I use getch function, now how to spot a function when a C program is written? Every function will have parenthesis, opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis. Here also opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis. That means I told you main is the function. Similarly, getch is also a function. Every term that is written with this closing and opening parenthesis will be a function in C program. So main is a function, getch is a function, and note this printf is also a function. Opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis, and within those parentheses I have written hello students. Just as these parentheses are empty, the parentheses of printf are not empty. We have written hello students in those parentheses. So in total we have used three functions: main function, printf function, and getch function. Now if I omit this statement hash include stdio.h, then what will happen? This printf statement will not execute. Your program will return an error. Why? Because this printf, how this printf will work, how this printf will print the output on the console screen is defined within the header file stdio.h. A short C program for this printf is written in this stdio.h that will tell this printf how to perform the output. So if stdio.h is not pre-processed before compiling the program, before running the program, this printf will not execute. It will return error. Similarly, getch. If I remove conio.h from the program, this getch will not work because the body, the C program of this getch function is written in the header file conio.h. Now why their names are stdio and conio? See this, IO is present in both of them. IO simply means input output. Conio means console input output. This is the console screen. That means all the tasks that will be performed on the console screen are called console input or output tasks. So we have to press enter on this console screen, then our output will vanish. So this getch will wait for us till we press the enter key. Now that enter key will be a input to the console screen. That means we have to use the console input. So to get the console input, we have written the header file console input output.h. It will help us to give input and get output on the console screen. Similarly, stdio.h. stdio.h means standard input output. Standard input output means all the environment that where we will write our this C program, there whatever input or output that we have to give the program or collect from the program will be governed by stdio.h. So this printf is included in stdio.h, standard input output. All the standard input and output operations will be within stdio.h, and all the operations related to console screen will be in console input output.h. So This was our program. Now I will tell you in detail what exactly this hash include together do. So I hope you have written this program and you have noted down each and every statement that I have spoken. If you have not noted down, please rewind the video and note them down, because they will be used in my explanation later videos. So note them. Now see this statement, hash include stdio.h. I have already told you something about this statement. Now let us understand it deeply. Now this statement is simply saying that include this header file in your C program and pre-process it using the preprocessor. So one task of this preprocessor is to pre-process the header file, pre-process the functions within header file. Write it down, to pre-process the functions within header file. What are the functions within a header file? Just as the printf function. The printf function is present in stdio.h. So if we have written printf anywhere in our program, then we have to write this statement hash include stdio.h, so that all the functions that are there in this stdio.h must be run before you run your C program. We will run our C program, but before running our C program, this stdio.h file will run. This stdio.h file contains many C programs related to the small functions that we will use in our program, like printf and scanf. I will tell you what is scanf later on. So those C programs have to be run before, so that they can help us in our C program. That's why we are using this statement to pre-process the functions within the header file. Second task of this preprocessor is to remove the comments. Now what are the comments? Comments are some explanatory or useless statements that we write in our program. Now I am saying the term useless. Note it down, comments are useless for the computer. They are useful for us, but comments are useless for the computer. Comments are both useful and useless. Useless for computer and useful for us. Why they are useful for us? Because using the comment statements, we can write description of the code, each line, every line, or multi-line, any kind of comment you can give. I will tell you how to give comments in C program. Then they are useless to the computer because they are explanatory statements for us, so that if I have written the C program and I will write comments along with it, so that any other programmer that wants to read my C program gets good understanding of that C program, that how I have implemented the things. So I write comments for some other programmer or for the students. So they are useful statements for us, but computer does not want that we should explain in our own language that what are we trying to do. That's why we are writing the C program, so that computer understands that language. Computer cannot understand our language, so they are useless for computer and useful for us. So this preprocessor will remove those comments before giving it to the compiler that will run our program. So there is one more function of preprocessor. Third is to define the macros. Now what are macros? Macros are basically small functions. We will define some small functions in the header statement only. I will tell you how they will work. Till now, note these three functions of preprocessor in your notebook. Later on, we will come back to the term macros. Now here we are back to our C program. Let's study it once again. Hash include stdio.h. stdio.h will contain some functions that will be preprocessed. Similarly, conio.h will contain some functions that will be preprocessed, and these files will be included in our C program. Then main function will start, because main function is the most important function for the C program. Without it, our program cannot run. Everything that we want to execute will be inside this main function. Now this is double slash. Here we write the body. This is what a comment is called. This is the descriptive statement that I have written for you. I have written here we write the body. That means I want to explain you that in this part we will write the body of the main function. So this is the useful statement for us, but this is not a useful statement for the computer. So this preprocessor will remove this statement from here. Very simply, it will not be executed. Then printf hello. Hello will be printed on the console screen, the black screen with white output. So hello will appear in white color on a black screen, that will be console screen. So hello will be printed. Similarly, after this semicolon, I have written this statement will print hello. This is a descriptive line for us, useful line for us, but it is not required by the C program. So this will be discarded. Then getch, here I have written end of main. This will be also discarded by the computer. So whatever is left, printf and getch is left within the main function, just like before. This will be executed very correctly. So I hope so the simple task and how to write a C program, a very basic C program is clear to you. This semicolon here and here are called the statement terminators. Just like we use full stop in English, we use semicolon in C language. So this is our basic C program. Now in the next video I will tell about the stages the compiler will work like, or a software that where we will write this program, how it will work and how the output will be exactly printed, what all stages are there the C program has to go through. And I will tell you about the installation of that software, and if you don't want to install the software, then also we can execute our C program on a Unix or Linux operating system. That will I will tell you. So I hope this is clear to you here. So I hope you are clear with the concepts of the first C program, all the required explanation I have told you. In the next video we will study about how this C program will work in the background. So till now I hope so that you don't have any doubts. If you still have doubts, you can go through the video, rewind the video and see it again. If you still have any doubts, you can ping me on the email address that is mentioned in the description of the video. And if you liked my video, if you liked my explanation, please hit the like button, please share it within your circle and friends, and please subscribe the channel if you have not done yet. Thank you.